People are a product of their environment. Whether or not you succeed in life is in large part contingent on environmental factors in your upbringing. How good of parents did you have? Did you grow up with a lot of money? Did you grow up in a good school district? Did you grow up in an area that had a lot of job opportunities available? Did you have a lot of family members who had connections that could get you in with businesses? Whether or not you have these things make a pretty huge difference in whether or not you're likely to succeed. Now, are going to be people who succeed in spite of the worst circumstances, and there will be people who fail in spite of the best. But broadly speaking, people tend to stick to the ends. It's called generational poverty. People who are born poor are likely to stay poor. People who are born rich are likely to stay rich. Makes sense, right? The problem is, due to a lot of economic policies that descended from slavery, the black community in America as a whole has remained poor, very poor, for quite a long time. You had Jim Crow laws, but even after you've abolished that, the poverty has remained. Why is that? Why haven't they pushed themselves up by the bootstraps? Well, because white communities have disproportionately benefited from the society in which they live. Black communities have not. Black communities have dealt with quite a bit of baggage, both emotionally and materially, since slavery, since Jim Crow. Those things cannot be compensated for by individuals doing really extra super good and pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. If you believe that, you do not believe in the concept of like environmental influence. You wouldn't believe in things like marketing or advertising. You wouldn't believe in things like targeted sales. If you don't believe that people are influenced by their environment, then you don't believe in how society functions. You're delusional. You operate in your own misty brain bubble, you know? Over here, it's like the fucking Bloodborne level up here in your head, you know? When you're fighting the dude with the fucking chain over his head, the big cage, you know what I'm talking about? You're running around, there's smoke and mirrors, there's a skeleton, you're fucking running, where am I going? I don't know, and you're trapped there forever. That is your reality. That is the reality that you live in if you don't believe environment influences outcomes. Now, if you believe that environment influences outcomes, which it does, and if you don't believe that, you're a fucking idiot, and you should log on to Minecraft, find the nearest ravine, and then safely descend it to get the resources below. There might be gold, iron, or even lapis lazuli down there, but probably not diamond. Ravines don't go that far from the surface. Anyway, if you don't believe that, then go have fun on Minecraft. If you do believe that, however, then you must recognize that these things, these problems, and these benefits are cyclical. So a white person is statistically more likely to succeed than a black person for the reasons illustrated prior. That black people have experienced more generational problems. And the only way to solve this imbalance is through institutional reform, because it was institutional reform that created those problems in the first place. It's not like black people all just lost their bootstraps and became slaves, you know? It's not like black people all just individually failed in life and that led to them being subjected to Jim Crow laws and separate but equal laws. It was institutional. And as the problems were institutional, so too must the solutions be. It's that simple.